As Israeli troops push farther into Gaza, the U.S. Senate is set to take up President Biden's request for aid to allies fighting wars overseas, both Israel and Ukraine. A look now at the nation's capital, where Secretaries Blinken and Austin will be making the administration's case for aid to both of those countries, but some lawmakers have different ideas.
Protesters calling for a ceasefire in Gaza, interrupting them. The president's top diplomat and military advisor urging lawmakers to approve a request which would send billions of dollars in aid to Israel and Ukraine.
Both Israel and Ukraine, democracies are fighting ruthless foes who are out to annihilate them.
Many are again making the bet that we're too divided, we're too distracted at home to stay the course.
In a different Senate hearing, FBI Director Christopher Wray argued supporting the nation's allies abroad will help keep Americans safe at home.
In just the past few weeks, multiple foreign terrorist organizations have called for attacks against Americans and the West.
The $105 billion foreign aid bill has significant bipartisan support in the Senate.
It's essential for American interest for us to support both Ukraine and Israel.
But in the House, new House Speaker Mike Johnson has proposed stripping out money for Ukraine altogether and wants to cut IRS funding to pay for the $14.3 billion going to Israel.
I understand their priority is to bulk up the IRS, but I think if you put this to the American people and they weigh the two needs, I think they're going to say standing with Israel and protecting the innocent over there is in our national interest and is a more immediate need than IRS agents.
House Democrats are incensed.
How is it that the Speaker of the House decided to cheat the IRS revenues in order to pretend to support Israel? That is not support for Israel.
The Speaker's proposal comes as support for Ukraine among Republicans declines.
After testifying before the Senate Appropriations Committee, Secretary of State Blinken went directly to the Speaker's office to try to urge Speaker Johnson in person to keep aid for Ukraine in the bill.